Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Jeannie's Signatures, and my name is Jeannie. So today I'll be making this beautiful top with this beautiful collar, or I don't know if you can call it a cape. Anyone you call it, it's either a collar or a cape. So if this is what you're interested in to watch, please kindly watch till the end. And as you're watching, please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and don't forget to share. Thank you to all my amazing subscribers. I've hit 2,000 subscribers. Thank you all for the love. I really appreciate everybody from all parts of the world. I see you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And may God continue to bless you. So this is the beautiful piece that I'll be making today. And this is what you're interested in. Please, let's head over to the cotton table. Now, this is a very beginner-friendly tutorial. I folded my fabric into two based on the bust measurement, which is the biggest part of the body measurement, because it's going to be, this is from the shoulder to the waist. So I divided my shoulder measurement into two, and then I brought that down for my armhole as well. Or you can simply divide your bust measurement by 6 and then add 1.5 inches, and then you'll be getting a perfect armhole. So I came down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope, and then for the neck width I'll be making use of 4 inches. So I'm slanting my shoulder down. You can make your neck width wider than that. You can make it 5, you can make it 6. That is entirely optional. And then for the neck depth I'll be making use of 6 inches. So it's going to be a V neckline like you see me do. Now the next thing I'm going to be doing is to just get the midpoint of my armhole. Of course I need to add my allowance for joining of the shoulders, and then get the midpoint of my armhole, come in by half an inch, and then carve out my armhole. But before doing that, I'm going to be getting my bust measurement divided by 4. So whatever that is, I'll be marking that, and then I'll be giving 2 inches sewing allowance. And then I'll be covering out. I'll be making use of my hand. Let me just freehand it so that it will come out beautiful. You can make use of your armhole curve. I don't know where I kept mine, so I just had to use my hand like so. So we're basically through with that. Then I'll go over to the waist measurement. So now this measurement here is from the shoulder to the waist. So I just got my waist divided by 4. I added 1 inch for that, and then 2 inches sewing allowance. So we're basically through with the front, but let me just impute my dart, because this is going to be having just a normal dart. I'm not going to be making it princess dart bustier or a bustier. I'm not padding it. I'm not doing all that. I'm just going to be doing just a normal dart. So just get my bust part measurement divided into 2, and then I'll rule that out on the chest line as well, and then come down by 2 inches. So you can come down by 1 inch, and then take in your darts of half inch, which is equivalent to 1 inch. So I'm going to give that a notch so that when I'm sewing I would remember. So now I'll basically be cutting this out like so. So this is quite beginner friendly, and it's easy, and it's very beautiful. So this is how the front looks, as you can see. So now I'll just go ahead and fold my fabric again, and then cut out the back piece. So for the back piece, I just added my zipper allowance of 1.5 inches. You can make use of 1 inch, you can make use of 2 inches. So that is a choice. So I'm just cutting out exactly what I did in the front. So for the back armhole, I just added about half an inch to that, because of course it's going to be the back. So the reason why we remove half an inch from the front is just to avoid creeps around the armhole area. And then for the neck depth for the back, the width will remain the same. For the neck depth for the back, I'll make it 4 inches. But if you want yours to come out very pretty well, more than mine, you can just come down by the same inches you came down for your front. But my client does not want that, so that's why I'm making it 4 inches, as you can see. So I'm going to be notching my zipper allowance and then my darts as well. So we're basically through with this. And then I'll be slanting out the back zipper so that avoid bulginess. You know, we're always used to this. Just slant out half an inch like so, and then come to the waist area and go up by half an inch, and then slant it towards where the darts are going to be made like so. And then this will never give you a bumpy ride at the back of your clothes. It's going to be laying as flat as anything. So that has been my secret for years, and it has never failed me. So now we're basically through with the front and then the back. So I'm just going to be going to the next step of cutting all these on my lining. Don't worry about the paper stuffs, it's going to be coming out once you use an oil. Just pour an oil on it, or you use your pressing iron, it's gonna remove. But I'm going to be doing that after I must have finished sewing. So now the next thing I'm going to be taking, I just want to take my lining, and then I'll be cutting out my lining because we're going to be doing an inseam finishing for this tutorial. So this is the peplum. Now for this peplum, this is entirely optional. I just decided to cut out as a peplum, but if you just want to cut it out straight and then pleat on it, it's also all well and good. But I just felt like a peplum will come out looking better. So if you don't know how to cut that out, I already have tutorial on how to cut that out. And this plain fabric, I'm going to be using it for the cape or for the collar. So those are the things. So let me just cut out and then join everything, and then I'll be back. Yeah, so I'm back now, and as you can see, I closed up my lining separately, and then I closed my fabric separately. I'm just trying to open up the zipper allowance. That is, I've gotten the normal measurements of my clients. I closed the lining part separately, and then the fabric separately. I believe you understand what I'm getting at. So let me just open up the fabric, the main fabric as well. That's the zipper allowance. I sew it temporarily when I was closing up the measurements. So I just opened that out so you can see this is what I have. So I have my lining separately, and then the fabric separately as well. So this is what we have like right about now. So the next thing I'm going to be doing now is to attach my peplum on this half length. And as you can see, for my peplum, I've gone ahead to attach a gum stay, a soft gum stay on it, so that it will give it stability. I don't want it looking sleepy. Yeah, so I added 4 inches extra to my waist measurement, so I'm going to be pleating those 4 points. That is what I was just trying to explain there, and then sew it on my fabric. So whatever I did on the main fabric, I'll be repeating the same thing on the lining as well. Then I'll be right back to show you the next step. So I've gone ahead to do that, and this is what we have. As you can see, I've pleated the parts that I told you I was going to pleat. So whatever you pleated on the main fabric is exactly what you're going to be doing on the lining. That's just the truth. So whatever you did on the main fabric, repeat the same thing on the lining as well. So now the next step we're going to do is how to cut out our cape or our collar. Now please, if you want to, you can take your measurements from your zipper allowance from one side to the other, and then deduct your zipper allowance before cutting out your cape. Or alternatively, you can start your measurement before the zipper, and then you stop before you get to the other side of the zipper. So the zipper should not be included in this cape. Nah, it shouldn't go in through the zipper. So I'll just go ahead and cut mine out. What I have, a total was 34 inches. So I divided that into 2 because this is going to be in 2. So by the time I cut out 17 on each, and then on fold I cut out 6 inches for the length. So by the time you open up that folded fabric, it's going to be 12 inches, but on fold it's going to be 6 inches. I believe you understand me. So it has to be 2. So now the next thing, I'll be attaching a gum stay to, because the fabric is very soft, so it's a soft crepe. So I just want to attach an interfacing on it to give it strength and all. So let me quickly do that, and then I'll be back to show you the next step. So I've gone ahead to sew it. So after ironing it and then turning it out, of course you fold the both ends of each cape or each collar like that, and then attach on your main fabric. So after attaching on the main fabric, you're going to be reintroducing your lining. You place it like this. Make sure that the pointed parts of the v-neck is facing the other side of the v-neck, and then you run your stitch on it like so, and then stop before the lining on each side, and then you come to the lower part of the peplum, and then you run the stitch all the way around, and then you must stop stitch. You must stop stitch both you must stop stitch at both the upper part, that is the neckline, and then the peplum side, so that all the linings will be sitting perfectly inside. So you can see the way it looks right here. Yeah, it's looking neat and beautiful. I've not even given it a very good press here. So you can see that all our seams are not visible. They are inseams. They have been hidden. So it makes work very neat and clean. So this is what I have. So the next thing basically, because we're almost through with this tutorial, the next thing basically to do now is to just go ahead and attach your zipper, and then use your bias to turn your sleeve, because it's going to be a sleeveless top, because the cape is going to be serving as your sleeve. So if you enjoyed watching this tutorial, like I always say, hit on the subscribe button, like, share, and please kindly leave beautiful comments. So if you want me to do a detailed tutorial on how I achieve this inseam finishing and how to attach this zipper and make the work look all neat inside out, please leave it in the comment section and I'll be right there to oblige you. Yeah, so thank you all and God bless you. And so, like I always say, this is Gina's Signatures, and I'll be signing out. See you all in my next tutorial. Ciao, bye.